Okay, so today on Pro Gear Reviews we're going to be looking at the hardware for mounting 4-inch LED spotlights and floodlights. Now the hardware is slightly different per package, but the overall concept remains the same. The Turbo S2 uses one bolt on the back, whereas these Light Fox, they use two. They use two smaller ones with washers, and inside the light itself, in the housing for it, is the nuts for these bolts to fit into. So they go through the mount and right into the back of the light, just like this. Now they can slide back and forth and angle upwards and downwards so that you can maximize the amount of customization and the placement of these lights. Now those are the nuts in the back of the housing right there. So you really can kind of pick and choose where you put them. As per the hardware, one of the biggest things I wanted to focus on was the design that they used for the mount and the bolt. Now the bolt fits right inside that little trench right there on the mount, and once the bolt is through there, the head of the bolt will actually fit nice and snug between those two bars. So that prevents the bolt from turning as you're tightening it on the other side. So if you're mounting this on a light bar, like I was myself, as you tighten the bolt on the underside, the top of the bolt isn't turning. So you don't need two wrenches. You don't need to try and get somebody to hold it. You don't need to try and use a clamp or anything like that. It literally is as easy as possible. I did use the user supplied or the supplier supplied Allen keys. I did that just for the sake of doing a proper review on it, given the fact that they weren't the greatest quality, but if I had a problem with it, I'd be able to show you guys, and I haven't had such. This is a locking washer that goes on the back of the bolt, and then the nut goes on it afterwards, and that'll help you in the long run, because you're not going to get the rattling loose or the vibration from the road or being off-road and have your lights shift on you. What I did was I drove mine for a little bit, and then I went back up to the light bar and tightened them again, just to ensure that they wouldn't move. But it is relatively simple and straightforward. Like I said, the only difference between the two companies that I used was that instead of these two bolts fitting into the back of the light housing, there's only one. So that's exactly what I was talking about earlier, is the head of the bolt just sitting there right nice and close. So it really does save you a lot of hassle. So you literally only need to put it on and just start tightening that bolt and you're done. Thanks for watching.